Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra and on this channel we do all things budget related as it pertains to mine and my husband's paychecks. And in this episode we are going to get into setting up January in my traveler's notebooks. I would like to get the month of January set up in my traveler's notebook. I was a little hesitant. I didn't know if I wanted to go backwards and start here because it just seems like it would be easy, but I went ahead and I started here. So it was a little bit hard. I had to really work this in because it was very stiff, but it seems to be okay now. I had to fold it in half. So if you have a traveler's notebook and you're having a difficult time with it, it just takes a little bit of love, right? You just have to bend it in. And then here I wanted to show you this. I had this amongst my many Planner Kate Misfit sheets, and this one was in one of the packs, and it is an A5 monthly sheet. I did have to trim it down a little bit, and you'll see right here, you can see some of the cut lines, and then it started on a Sunday. So I went ahead and I redid this, and I think it came out looking pretty. I used the numbers that it came with. I put in some of the holidays that were here. And so now what I need to do is I need to put in our budget. I have to put in the bills that need to get paid. And then of course our paydays, and just kind of see what we're working with here, because you know, it's getting closer to that time. My January has already started budget wise because I've already paid a lot of these bills with my check that happened on the 19th. And so now we have to plan for my husband's paycheck on December 31st. And then his next paycheck, of course, that happens on the 14th. And then my check happens over here on the 24th. But that is going to cover for February. So even though I get paid on the 24th, my check always will end up covering the next month. It does not cover that month unless we're in a situation where things haven't been covered and it requires the attention from my paycheck. And that's fine. If we have to do it that way, then we do it that way. And then my husband will get paid again on the 28th. So we have these paychecks or these pay periods that are in the works. This one, of course, happens in December. And because it happens in December, you would think that it was a third paycheck for December, but it is not. It is a paycheck that is going to be considered for January. That way I can make it work, because with the way that the bills fall, we don't get any free paychecks. It's like, oh, third paycheck, woo. No, that doesn't happen to us. Not to us, not in our household. I thought it did, and I tried my best to make it work to where it could, but it just never really did. So the best way, or the new way that I'm gonna try to do this, is where I kind of push that third paycheck into every month, so that way it kind of gets sprinkled over. And I can get into that in a little bit. So I'm going to reference, let me move this, I wanted to show you guys. So this is how my previous calendars have looked. So I'll put in everything, then I'll put in when we're gonna have our bills. And so I need to do that. That was October. And then I also did it for November. Let me see, where's my November calendar? Right here. So I did it for November. And then we did it last for December, right here. So this is how we've been doing it in our traveler's notebook. So that's what we're going to carry over for 2026. I like this little setup. I'm glad I found it amongst all the little misfit sheets that I have. And I have so many. I'm not planning to buy any more, even though I was kind of tempted with the most recent sale, but I'm going to just use from my stack because it needs to go. I need to use it, and I should not be spending more money on any more stickers. No. At least I'm going to try not to. But sometimes we can try in one hand. I won't finish that. I won't finish that. Not today. Not today. Oh, okay. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, just in case you all didn't know, this here is my Erin Condren 7x9 dot grid notebook. This is where I'm housing a lot of my content planning. This is where I'm housing a lot of my budget ideas and whatnot. So this is where I put the bigger stuff. And what I did on this, because these covers are interchangeable, or you can dry erase on them. But what I like to do is I like to just stick Post-its now, because if I need one or I have this out with me and I come up with an idea, I can just write it on my Post-it, stick it where I want it to, and then that way it's easy to grab. At least that's how I see this. So what I want to do is I want to go to our January calendar. And here in our January calendar, I'm going to have this help me put the bills that we have here. So I have them in here as well because I need to reference both. This one is my on the go. This one is the one that stays home. And when I'm on the go, I need to have reference to all of this. So that's why I love it, because something comes up, something happens, I at least can reference back to my budget. And I know that it might seem like a lot or redundant, but it's actually very helpful to me. And they say that you remember things more when you write them down. So I prefer to do that than like simply just letting it be. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin writing in some of the bills here. Oh, don't mind my nails, I do them myself and they're a little messy. All right, so on the first, let's see here. On the first, we have the car insurance. Sorry guys, I like to write sideways. We have car insurance, and that comes out at $157. We have our US bank, and that comes out to $600. We have our water, which we have not paid yet, but we are moving that to the December 31st paycheck. That's $80, and then we have Hulu for $12. Okay, so we've got those taken care of in here. Now these have already been paid, so the US bank has been paid, and the Hulu, no, that's the only one who's been paid. Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on. We have Sony on the 3rd, and that's for $20. My husband refuses to get rid of it, so I'm just like, okay, well then I cannot forget to put it on the bills. Let me move these things in the way. Okay, so now on the 5th, we have Macy's for $178, which I think it was more than that. Let's see here, Ring for $11, and Microsoft for $33. Okay, we've already paid our Macy's, so we can strike that one out. And let's go on. The 9th is Spectrum for $85, which I believe I already paid it, but I'll double check. I don't think I have, but I'll double check. So Spectrum for $85. Let's see here. The 13th, which is National Sticker Day, woo-hoo, is Amazon Music for $22. My Best Buy is due for $150. Let's see here. The 15th is Debt Snowball 2024. I'll just put 24 and I'll put 200. Okay, let's move on. 17th is Netflix for $37. And YouTube for 25. And that's our YouTube Premium. I don't know if I could ever be without it now. Okay, let's see here. Disney Plus is on the 19th. Oh, this one went up. 22. And then Paramount for 15. Peacock for 19. And then my MasterCard for 117. Okay, very nice. Let's keep moving. Let's see. Old Navy is on the 24th. 193. Pet insurance is on the 25th. 78. Light. I'm hoping our light bill stays low because it actually was a lot lower this month than anticipated, so I was very happy about that. Because when it's cooler, the air condition doesn't have to turn on as much, and we don't really have to turn on the heater because our house is actually very well insulated. So we're actually really good during the winter. We only have to turn on the heater if it's like, let's say that it's like 40 degrees outside or something, and that's kind of rare in this area. Okay, Debt Snowball 25 is 200, and that is it. Okay, we've already put everything on our calendar that needs to be here, except for one. I'm waiting to find out what the date is to pay for our little doggy. He had to go to the vet recently. We thought he was going to have surgery because he ate something he wasn't supposed to. And luckily he didn't. He just needed to pass what he ate. And they did an x-ray and he was not showing any signs of inflammation or that there were any contusions that needed attention. So because of that, the x-rays did cost, the medication did cost, the whole thing cost almost $600. So we're gonna have to pay $95 for the next 6 months, so that way we don't have to pay interest to Care Credit, which I've never had Care Credit before. So I'm thankful that I was able to get that, and there's no interest, and I'm just gonna focus on trying to pay that off within the next 6 months. So I need to find out where it's going to fall, because of course the payments have not been processed yet, so I'll find out soon. And once I know, then I'll put it on here. So in fact, I'll make a little note here so that way I can find out the date for Care Credit when it comes time. So that's what we got here. Now, another reason why I like having my calendar here and then my calendar here is because when I start to work on the budget, especially here, when I work on the three, like how the checks fall for the entire month, I want to be able to reference this so that way I can check, okay, which bills need to get covered, what's happening, and is everything covered? So I can kind of go through here and I can say, okay, car insurance is on here, US Bank, Sony, Hulu, Macy's, Ring, Microsoft, oh, Apple. Okay, when does Apple come out? So I can put it on my calendar now. I need to find out when Apple comes out. Give me 1 second. You know, you guys, all I have to do is look in my ledger, hello, to see what day it is that it came out. Okay, let's find it. Let's see, Apple. Oh, right here, the 19th. Okay, so let's put Apple down for the 19th. All right, so put that here on our calendar, and we're gonna put Apple for $3. And then we'll put it on this calendar as well. apple for $3. Okay, so all of these then are accounted for in the paycheck, so that's good. The next one, let's see here. So we've got the water that's going to be over here. Okay, so Spectrum Mobile will be taken care of with December 31st. Amazon Music. Okay, so Amazon Music is over here. We have my Best Buy. Okay, next up is the debt snowball. Let's see, do I have it on here? I have it on the next check. Okay, so good. So we're over here now. Now we're going to put our debt snowball 2024. And then Netflix 37. Let's see here. We've got the Netflix. We got our YouTube. We have our Paramount. We have our Disney Plus. We have our Peacock. Oh, we're going to have to put our Apple. Okay. Let me see. Where am I going to have to make a little note? I'll put it on a Post-it. That way I can remember when it happens. And I can add it there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we've got that. And then my MasterCard is here. Let's see, we've got pet insurance, we've got Old Navy, we've got the light bill, we've got Spectrum, and we have, oh, okay. So we don't have Debt Snowball 25 because that's going to be starting with my paycheck in January. Okay. So should I then put this on February 1st? You know what? That is the only thing that makes sense to me right now, is to move that to February. You know what? I am. I know it's going to be a little weird, but okay. Take that out. And I'm going to make a note. Debt Snowball 2025 moves to February 1st. Okay. So I need to put that here. And then I need to put that here. You know what? Let me use one of my little stickers. So we have it written down now. Debt Snowball 25 needs to be moved to February 1st. Okay, because then that is going to be for my paycheck that happens on the 24th. And then we're going to see what that's going to look like. I believe everything should work out with these paychecks because everything is written here. You see, everything is covered. Everything is marked off. And so I'm prepared. This is my budget draft for the month of January. I have cross-referenced it with the calendar. So everything should be covered and we should be okay. If for some reason we're not okay, well then we're gonna have to find out why and then fix it. Because of course, as you know, we won't know how to fix a problem until we try. All right, so that is that. Whew. I want to thank you all for being here with me, checking this out. I know that our 3 paycheck budget system is a little much, but I think we're able to make it work for us. And like I said, I'm hoping that this helps with sprinkling that 3rd paycheck out a little bit. I know it might be a little difficult how we do things, but yes. So I'll be getting more into each of the individual paychecks throughout, but oh my gosh, that takes a lot of brain power, guys. Budgeting ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. You have to be on your toes. You have to be keeping track of everything. But you know what? we're gonna attack 2026 and we're gonna be ready for it. All right, guys. Well, Merry Christmas. I hope you all are taking care, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye.